Okay, if you're just getting started with BBR and you've already figured out how to load things, I'm just going to go through a sample first turn with Germany, and explain exactly the buttons I'm pushing and what I'm doing. The first thing I want to do is I want to go up to the upper right-hand corner and left-click on the name and go change color. And then I want to hit the gray. And what that's going to do is it's going to open up all of the countries for purchases. Okay, so I'm holding down the middle button and moving the map around, and then I'm using the scroll wheel to zoom in on where I'm at. So everything's set up. We have no chips in this. Every unit is a unit. I can click the left button and then hold it down and highlight some units, and then let go, and then I can click on it again and hold down and move those units to wherever I want to go. Also, say I moved units together like this and I want to combine them and make them look neat. I can left button, highlight everybody, and then I would I can hit a button like 2 or 3 columns, 1 column, row. So I can change the number of rows I have. But I'm not going to do that right now. I can always start from scratch and reload this map. And there I am. Boom, starting from the finish again. The start. The Germans, I'm going to do their purchases first. So I see they have 30. Say I bought tech, I can bring that down to 26. And I don't know why this has this tint here, but I got all the units. And I'm going to start off by purchasing, say, 3 units. What I'm doing is using the left button to grab units and drag them, or I can just put them back in there. I can also right click on that unit and hit clone, and that'll allow me just to put units down. Now I can use that select function where I hold down the left button, draw a box around these guys, and then mouse over, and it'll tell me how much all of these cost. So I'm at 18 right now. And I had 26 left over. That would be 8 left. I'm going to go down here, and I think I'm going to grab a destroyer. Maybe that's what I want to do right there. Okay. Say I do that. I got my buys, and I can hit the middle button and zero that out. Left button, and it'll zero it out. When I add to it, I can just kind of click in there and put my number in. I got an extra 0 there. I'll hit delete. So 45, or I can use the plus and minus button. So that's Germany. I'm going to go ahead and just show you what a first turn might look like. Let's attack the channel, and I'm going to go left click on that battleship and hold it down and move it over. I know I'm going to bring the other guys in, so I'm going to select all of them. Oh, I selected an AA by accident. I'm going to select both of them and hold down and bring both of them over. That's good. Let's see. Now I want to add some aircraft. I can grab, let's see, tactical bombers, 1, 2 from West Germany. And hopefully I'm going to add that fighter in, fighter. So I got 3 fighters and 3 tacticals, the whole shebang. We know we need to take France, so I'm going to grab 3 infantry from Western Germany, push them in there. Again, I'm using the left button to select them, and then I drag them in. And I'm going to grab 2 infantry from Holland, Belgium. drag and drop, you know, and I'm going to attack Normandy Bordeaux with 2 infantry and 1 artillery. I'm going to bring in artillery from Holland, Belgium, just dragging and dropping everything and put it in there. Oh wait, I want to get Vichy France too, so I'm going to take 1 tank, 1 mechanized, and move it in. Still just clicking on it and dragging it. And then I'm going to take a German bomber and load up 2 infantry. I'm going to put them over there by the bomber. Oh, they fell over. So, yeah, the planes, you got to be careful. You got to watch the shadows to make sure you're not putting things on top of each other. Okay, so I'm going to left click and select those, and then I'm using the ASDW keys, and I'm going to drop them in France, and then I'm going to take that bomber, left click, and put it over Vichy France. If you want to be fancy in your game, you can right click on it, and you can go to state and change it, hit the last one, and now it'll designate it as a transport. So now I have a bomber and a tank and 3 infantry there. I think I want to add a little support, so I'm going to take this fighter in Slovakia, Hungary, and go 1, 2, 3. He's got 1 left over. And the way you can do that is you can grab a little fuel token way up here. Just left click on it and drag 1 out. And so I know that guy only has, I gotta flip that. Click on it once, and I know that guy only has fuel for 1. Yeah, 1 return trip here. Let's see. Now I'm looking at Paris, and I definitely don't have enough. So I'm gonna grab 3 more tanks and add them from Holland, Belgium, and 2 more tanks from southern Germany. Get these guys out of the way. Now I'm filling this up, and I know I'm going to battle this, so what I could do is I could just grab all the Allied troops and move them off to the side right here, or I can move them to the battle board. I can, I'm using my arrow keys to get me to the battle board, and let's see, defender. Yeah, I'm going to have a defender here. Defender on the bottom. And I can grab all these units here and put them as the attacker. Now, then you can go ahead and just select what you want and drag them to where they will go. And still only 5 infantry. I hate that it's that few, but that's the way it is. Is there anything else that can hit? Oh, I got 1 mechanized that can go in there from southern Germany. They can still hit. So we'll add him into the mix. Can't afford to miss this one. Okay, my Polish guy. Oh, I still have the guy up in Norway. 1, 2. No, he can do 1, 2, and do this channel battle. But I'm also going to take the German fighter that went from Holland, Belgium, instead move it to Holland, Belgium. So right now, all our German guys, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh yeah, we have a attack bomber still in Germany that could make it, but he'd have to land in Holland, Belgium, and I don't want to do that right now. So I'm going to just leave him behind. I've got a full commitment over here. Any other combat I want to do? Yeah, let's attack Yugoslavia. Everybody wants to attack Yugoslavia these days. Kids these days. I'm going to take a mech and just, I know I'm going to put it in Bulgaria, so I'll do that here in a second. And then I'm going to take another artillery from Romania and 2 tanks. And then just for fun, we'll take the tack. That tack will have 2 left over. I'm going to go over this fuel button, and I'm going to right click and clone it and put him here. So he came from Poland 1, 2, so he has 2 left over. This guy will come in and he has 3 left over. I got this Polish guy too. He has 2. I'll put him with the 2 mix. Did one come? Wait, tack bomber. Oh, one came from Berlin. Yeah, so they both have 2 left. Okay, and then the fighter has 3. Has plenty. How's it looking? I got subs I got to bring into the fight. I'm going to take 2 subs from A9, A10 and attack A16. I'm going to put a sub from A23 and A18 and come down and attack this cruiser. And then I have a sub up here that will do nothing. He's a good guy. Doesn't want all that. Okay, that's what maybe a decent start for the Germans. Then you'd ask your buddies, hey, what scrambling are you going to do? Are you going to scramble your planes here? Let's just assume they don't. And so I'll do this battle maybe first. Yeah, let's get this battle out of the way. So I'm kind of going to just grab all these and put them in the ocean. Oops, grab too much. All right. So now I can highlight all that and bring it to the other battle board because I have 2. And so I'm going to have to organize this a little bit. I got a battleship, a cruiser, and a cruiser. And I got these guys and battleship, destroyer. And you notice that when I highlight over it, it tells me what they are. And there's the cruiser. Now, first things first, we got anti-air. So I go down in these dice and they go 1, 2, 3, 4. So anti-air, battleship will have 3 shots. So I'm going to take those, highlight them with the left button holding down, then click and hold, and I can drop them in here. And there'd be no hits. I can also just highlight them and then hit the R button. So we've established there's no hits with the AA. So I'm going to look at this, and I have 4 4s, 4 3s, and a 2. So I'm going to hit 4 3s and a 2. I can right click, clone, 1, 2, 3, 4, clone, 2, 3, 4. And then on the defender side, we know one of these cruisers is going to pair up for 2 4s and then a 3. So this should go really quick. I'm going to use the I don't know, this thing. There we go. This is nice because it kind of, most of the time, will organize it to where you know exactly what you hit. And then they go back and, all right, see, Germany would have gotten really lucky there and only have gotten 1 hit. In this case, Germany decides, we'll just lose a destroyer, it doesn't matter. Okay, to just lose a destroyer, I can right click and hit delete, or I can highlight it and hit the delete button and make it go away. Using the delete button is dangerous because if I have this highlighted and then I mouse over this and hit delete, it's going to delete the cruiser and the fighter. And we don't want that. Okay, so, and these guys are dead, so you can, you know, pile them up somewhere, or you can just hit the delete button and get rid of them. Okay. We know these two ships are going to go in the channel, and I'm going to actually just kind of put on my planes over here and put them in the ocean so I can grab them later. All right. Now that'll go down here. And I know all these guys have at least two. And I know that I'm just going to land them in Western Germany, so I'm going to put them there right now. Normandy, Bordeaux. I have 2 2s, a 1, and a 3. That should be pretty quick. Uh-oh, better go to the other battle board. There we go. Okay, my 3 goes here. I've got artillery and infantry on the 2s and a singleton infantry. And the opponent has all 2s. Now I'm going to make a big select and just delete those dice out of there. Okay, so the attacker has an infantry, 2 at 2 and 1 at 3. Defender has 3 2s, 1, 2, 3. Okay, not a strong attack here. See how it goes. Okay, well, getting all hits helps. And the defender only gets 1 hit. So all the French here are getting deleted, and I lose an infantry. And these guys will go back to the board. I'm using the keys on my keyboard, ASDW. Oh, I went too far. Okay, and that was Normandy, Bordeaux. Let's see, I'm going to grab those guys and move them on top. And the plane's there for now, but I think I'm just going to go ahead and put them in Western Germany. Okay, down in Vichy, there's no anti-air, so I know that plane's fine. He's going to go back to Germany while I grab these guys. And, well, I don't really need that. Sometimes these are stubborn to move. You have to kind of get them on the side. Okay, so I'm going to grab these guys. I'm left clicking, holding, and bringing them up. Kind of the same as the other battle. We got 3 2s in defense, but this time I have a tank. I have a fighter and 3 1s. Well, fighter goes into the 3 button. Sorry. I'm going to leave these 3 over here because I know that's what it's going to be. I have no 2s, so I'm going to delete those. I have 2 3s and 3 1s. And I'll drop them into the void. No hits. No hits. Do it again. Wow, nobody's hitting. I think these work. Maybe they need to be recalibrated. Oh, there we go. 3 and 1. And 1. Okay, so the French are wiped out, and I will lose an infantry. And then I know how this is going to look, so I'm going to grab those and mouse down. Not mouse, arrow keys down to France. And Vichy is mine. I'm going to take that German plane. It only has 1 movement, and go ahead and put them in northern Italy. That way I can get rid of this. Also, the little emblem, since I took Vichy, I'm going to right click on that. And then I go up to state, and I can go to the numbers and pick Germany, and it will change it to Germany. Same here. Germany. and that will automatically update the IPC tracker. Let's do Paris real quick here. I didn't bring any planes because I don't like bringing planes into Paris. And that's all there is to it. Okay, so looking at the French, I might have brought too little here. I wasn't paying attention. There's no AA, so we won't roll that, but we can take it as a casualty. We know they have 8 2-3s, 8 2s, I'm sorry. And I'm going to use the clone, and I'm going to go 1, 2. I like to make patterns so it's easy to count, and then 2 2s and a 4. On the German side, we got 5 infantry at 1. We have 4 2s. And we have 5 3s. Okay, I can count this 5, 9, 10, 14. 1, 2, 3, 6, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Okay, I got the right amount of dice. I call it a checksum, and then I'll just drop them in the void. 2 hits. What a horrible roll. And then France. Wow. France gets 6 hits, 6 to 2. So all that infantry gets wiped out, and one of these mechs, and French lose 1, 2, and that's shaping up to be a really bad battle. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 to 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Well, we can do it. Okay, so I lost all my 1s, so I'm just hitting the delete button as I hover over them, and I lost a 2, and they lost a 2. Probably not a good battle, but we'll just we gotta take Paris. Ooh, that's a decent roll. Oh man, and that's like death. Okay, Paris lose 5, and then that's 4, 5, 6 losses. Boom. Okay, so they lost 5 2s, so those go away, and that goes away, and we're left with 3s. Now, I know we normally would retreat, but we're just having fun. Roll that. We got 1 hit. France kicked butt. All the panzers lose, and this is what's left. Paris holds for 1 turn. Might need Italy to take Paris for us. Okay, and then our last battle is this one right here. We know the Yugoslavians have 5 units. So I grabbed the Romanians by accident. All right, so we know 1 plane has 3, and the others, I missed a plane, I think. I guess I didn't. Oh, okay, I see. I'm going to sort these. These really don't matter. They're not part of the battle. Attack bomber and attack bomber. Those will pair with the tanks, so they'll attack at 4. And then I got 3 artillery, so I'm going to take 3 infantry and put them on that side. And then just for the, I'm going to go and make some. Here we'll use a British copy. Oop, I did that wrong. British. I'm going to clone him. Clone, and then go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There we go. Okay, defender is going to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And the attacker is going to have, let's see, I'm going to get rid of that. 3 1s, 6 2s, and 3 3s, and 2 4s. See if they can get a good hit. Yep, that wipes them out. We got plenty. Okay, and in return they kill just 2. So, and defenders are dead. Germans lose 2. And then all this has to go back on the board. I'm just going to group everybody so they'll fit. And did I take one off already? Anyway. All right, they go in Yugoslavia. I'm going to right click on that emblem and change it to Germany. I'm going to go back up and grab their planes. Okay, so one fighter has 3 left over. The other ones have 2. And since we consolidate everybody, we're going to put one there. Well, we're going to put a fighter tactical in southern Italy. Yeah, just to defend that. All right. There you have it. We've done, we got these battles right here. So I know this is going to be 2 2s versus a 2, so I don't really need to bring them over to the battle board. I delete those. The attacker's going to have 2, defender 2, and we're off to the races. I'm dragging and dropping. Miss, and I'm just going to burn through this until it's done. Well, this one's going nowhere. There we go. We finally got it. And that's it. Okay, so this fleet right here gets destroyed. I'm just going to highlight them and hit delete. And now I got 2 subs versus a cruiser here. So the subs will get a sneak attack. But I'm going to put a 3 here just in case we need it. So both of those guys are going to roll, and they miss. The cruiser misses. Wow. Subs, okay, they get a hit. The cruiser will not have a chance to fire back because it's been sunk. All right, we'll leave these guys outside of Gibraltar. At this point, I don't think we have any more attacks, and we go ahead and move on to non-combat. So I would have, if I hadn't already, I'd land my planes. I'm going to go ahead and move all these guys in Norway to Finland. I'm going to change the emblem to Germany. And it says I get 4 infantry, so I'm going to right click on one of them and hit clone. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now they're kind of messy, so I'm going to highlight everybody. I'm going to hold down the left button, hit 2 or 3. There we go. And so they make a formation. Kind of same thing down here. I took Bulgaria. I'm going to change the emblem to Germany. I don't have any. Here's an infantry. I'm going to clone that and make 4. There we go. These guys moved. I'm just going to consolidate some stuff in Romania. They haven't gotten the news that Paris was a failure. Okay, I'm going to take 3 units from Berlin and actually put them in Western Germany. And bring the 2, I'm going to leave the 2 guys in there. I'm going to take the transport and leave them in the Danish Strait, but I'm going to pick up an artillery and an infantry and drop them in Norway. Yeah, that sounds right. Man, I've done a lot of things I wouldn't normally do on this one. Okay, now when I want to place my units, I can go to my German build plate, highlight them, click on them, and drag them using the keyboard keys to get me up by Germany. I'm going to just set them up here in the Norwegian Sea out of the way. I'm going to put the destroyer in the Danish Straits with my transport. I'm going to... I forgot to move... This guy was a transport. I didn't use this strat bomber, and there's a reason for that. I'm just going to, let's say I pick up 2 units and drop them in Norway. And I go ahead and I change that state to a transport. And I can continue with my movement. I had 3 units in Berlin. Let me go ahead and move them to Slovakia, Hungary with an artillery. And then we're going to send an anti-air. And then I'm going to rail an anti-air from Western Germany to 1, 2, 3. Yeah, to Romania. I'm not going to get too crazy here. So yeah, then I would just place units. I can we'll put 4 in there, another one in Western Germany, another one in Berlin. I'm going to grab the sub. Oh, nope. I meant to move him, so I'm going to actually put him in A13. Forgot about him. Okay, so now I can go down to the Germany build plate and go below it, and I would uncover anything that would give me a bonus. So do I still have all 5? Okay, Denmark. Okay, I do have this, the neutrality, so I get the +7. I can just uncover it, and I know I got a +7. No armistice with France. And how many subs do I got left over? Did I lose any subs? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have 5 subs. That doesn't happen very often. Okay, so I would take that off, and so I'll get +7 and +5 for bonuses. And then I can look at the IPC chart, and since it automatically updates, I can see they're under that Soviet one. So they're at 40. And then plus 12, so 52. So I would have zeroed this out, so I can click on it and put, I'm going to delete, and hit 52, and it's ready to go. Let's see, and I think that's it, right? Usually on our, I'm going to do a little cleanup. So I see all these infantry are scattered. I'm just going to hit 2, clean those up, and that looks good. Got guys all over Norway. I'm going to clean those up. These guys are bait. They're going to get killed. Or maybe not. We'll see. Yeah, let's go ahead and finish my turn here. I might do a disposition for people and tell them, what I have in each square. But if you're swapping files, it makes it so much easier because the disposition is where all the units are. In this case, I am going to go to save. So I'd go to the menu. No, not menu. I'm sorry. Games. Save and load. Say I want to build a file. And, I'll call it, Operation Disaster. I shouldn't spell it right. I'll put a disaster. All right. And I create it. All right. Then I find Operation Disaster, open it up, save game. and then whatever I want to call it, Germany 1. Unfortunately, it doesn't use that file name when it saves them. It makes it, it's going to be called something with this number in it, 1059384. And then if I wanted to go look at it, I would go to my file folders, and I would go to my personal folder, go to Documents, go to My Games, Tabletop Simulator, Saves. I go to the folder Operation Disaster, and there it is. All right, now if I want to come back to this, I would just go to Menu. Nope, I'm sorry. I'd go to Games, and I'd go to Load Save, and I can find Operation Disaster, and I can click on it and open it. Now, you can also go and take that file right here. It's not the one, not the image, but the other one, and copy it or drag and drop it into however you're sending it to somebody, where they're at WhatsApp or Facebook or whatever. And then they can take that, drop it in a folder, and load it just the same way we're doing right here. And that is a complete turn. There's a few more tricks of the trade probably that I haven't told you, but it comes pretty quickly in learning this. Now, if you have something that's damaged, say this battleship got damaged, I could right click on it and go to State and change it to Damaged. It'll look like that. We don't want to set that guy on fire. Same thing with industrial complexes. You can do that. You can change it from minor to major also here. That's a major. Okay, these are minors already. So yeah, you can change the states there, and also you can use damage markers. There's little red damage markers somewhere. Well, oh yeah, they're up here. So there's a little red button there. You can bring it over, and I didn't grab it. Like drop it in France. I'm zooming in with my mouse button, and then I can left click in the middle to make it go up, right click to make it go down. Kind of go to the side and right click if I want to delete it. And that's a pretty good tip right there. When you're placing your airplanes on your aircraft carriers, just look at the shadow. That's the best way to figure out how to get them on there balanced, because a lot of times you can do the butterfingers with a clicker. All right, I'm going to go ahead and call it a wrap right there.